We are off on an adventure.
Yes, just kind of out of the blue.
Let's go ride the train.
Yeah, we've been saying we're going to, and it was like we got up this morning and went, let's go ride the train. I mean, for real, let's go do it.
There's a beautiful scenic railroad right in our backyard. In fact, they call this place the Wasatch Back.
Exactly.
Because the other side of the mountain is the Wasatch Front.
Yes.
So, if they're going to call that the front, then technically, I guess this is the back.
And we're somewhere in the middle.
And it's the Wasatch Back is one of the most beautiful places on earth.
Oh, it is.
This is the Heber Valley, and it's right near Park City, just down the mountain from Park City on the eastern side of the Wasatch Mountains.
Right.
This is the Heber Valley Railroad.
Right.
And right here at the terminal, it's essentially a railroad museum. They have all these restored cars, which they run, of course, because it's a railroad. But there's a whole bunch of things here. This is the sign off the Salt Lake City Rio Grande Depot.
Oh, nice.
And it was really getting worn out, and the city decided that they were just going to replace the whole thing and throw this away.
Oh, dear.
So they totally rebuilt it using LED and so on. And then the Heber Valley Railroad said, well, if you're just going to throw it away, throw it our direction, and we want to actually restore it.
Oh, there we go.
So it's been completely rebuilt. All of the neon is fixed, and it lights up perfectly, and it's beautiful. It's appropriate that they have a Rio Grande sign because originally this was part of the Rio Grande.
Right, it sure was.
It was the Heber Valley branch of the Rio Grande that came up from Provo.
Okay.
And it was a sheep railroad. They came up here to get sheep. And then it became a scenic railroad called the Heber Creeper.
Right, and I remember my oldest daughter riding the train when she was like in elementary school, and it was the Heber Creeper then.
Yeah, and 1992?
They said 1992.
Yeah, it changed from Heber Creeper to Heber Valley Railroad.
Well, it's one of those things I still want to call it the Heber Creeper.
Now, where it was a Rio Grande Railroad, most of the equipment up here is not Rio Grande. A lot of it's Union Pacific.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
And in part because a Union Pacific locomotive was given by the Union Pacific to the state of Utah, and technically the state of Utah owns the tracks up here because the Rio Grande abandoned them and Utah got them. Anyway, long story. But so a lot of the equipment up here is Union Pacific.
That's really cool.
But they have a ton of just really historic equipment up here, and some of it you can charter. This little red caboose is chartered all the time. You can charter this and put your group in here and go for a ride.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And they have all kinds of private cars that they do the same thing with, and just tons of coaches. I bet they've got like 20 fully restored coaches that they can run if they want to. And again, they have a bunch of different private cars. Or cars just expressly used for charter purposes. This is a neat one. This was President Truman's car.
Wow, now that I could live in that one.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah.
And Harry Truman used to take this out campaigning, and it was his whistle stop.
Ah.
And he would do speeches from the platform.
That's cool.
And some of this equipment really got lost. This is off the Pennsylvania Railroad.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, so it's about 2,500 miles away from home. I think it's available for charter. I'm not sure, but it's perfectly restored.
It's nice.
And here we have a Rio Grande car with Rio Grande 4-stripe. It doesn't bear the Rio Grande logo. They've got Heber Valley on it.
Right.
But clearly Rio Grande paint job. Just beautiful. But it is a little bit like going to a railroad museum. This is inside the depot. Somebody built a lamp out of railroad spikes.
Well, now there's an idea.
And I was going, I'd like to try it.
I would too. I think we've got enough spikes.
And some stuff left over from the old railroad. This was in the depot, which was about a quarter of a mile from here. And it's found its way down here to the new depot.
Neat.
And a huge collection of tickets.
Oh, cool.
Some are from the Heber Creeper, the Heber Valley Railroad, and if you look through here, a lot of these are from all kinds of railroads all over the United States.
Well, that's awesome.
It's just a fun collection of tickets. They've got 3 steam locomotives here, and 2 of them are probably never going to be operational. This is the one out of the Geneva Steel Mill.
Oh, wow.
And I don't think there's any plans to ever try to make that operational. Union Pacific 618 is over there in the shops, all torn down and mostly rebuilt, and they just kind of need to put it back together and start her up.
Right.
And then there's another engine in there that's really a sad case and probably will never run again. But anyway, three different steam engines.
That's cool.
One of which will run at some point.
Yes.
At any rate, they have several operating diesel engines, one of which is a Rio Grande engine that's going to take us for a ride.
Hell yay.
We're riding this on no particular day, midweek, so there's only 2 cars on here.
Right.
But there are times when there's probably 10 cars or so on here.
Oh, fun.
It just depends. The entire Wasatch Back has become the place to build a fancy house.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe how many homes are going up here.
The Heber Valley is the most popular valley on the Wasatch Back for building houses on, simply because you can go straight down the Provo Canyon to Silicon Slopes.
Exactly.
So if you're a computer person working down there in the tech industry, you can build your house right up here, up out of the city in this beautiful place, and have a beautiful piece of land up here in this alpine country.
Right.
It's incredibly lush and green here because this is the headwaters of the Provo River.
Right.
And the railroad crosses over the Provo River and also over a little creek that drains into the Provo River called Snake Creek. But anyway, we're just coming up now on the Provo River, and we'll be crossing the Provo River just about now. Isn't that pretty?
It's beautiful.
It's a very popular place with fly fishermen, and further down the river here, rafters.
Rafters and, yeah, everything.
Everybody on inner tubes.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a very fun place. The aforementioned Snake Creek, which we'll be crossing over in just a minute here, people think it's called Snake Creek because it winds all over the place in a very snaky look. That ain't it.
No.
No, clear back when settlers arrived here, it was full of rattlesnakes.
Oh, as much as every valley was back then.
Jeez, so they brought in pigs.
Yeah.
Because pigs aren't, they're kind of immune to rattlesnake bites, and they like to bite the head off of rattlesnakes. So
that's a good way to do it.
The pigs got rid of the rattlesnakes, and they haven't been back. Provo River's been dammed up here, turning it into a beautiful reservoir called the Deer Creek Reservoir.
Right.
And it's a little low right now. It's fall, and it's almost fall.
Right. Hot summer.
Yeah, they've been using up the water in the lawns. Anyway, it's pretty low, but it will fill up again come winter.
Oh, that looks like fun, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. I just there's all these seaplanes that fly out of the reservoir here.
Right.
Now they can take the train down the canyon some distance, but typically the rides are much shorter and they just come up here to the reservoir, and then there's no way to turn the locomotive around, so they just do a runaround. this has been a lot of fun.
Yes.
It's always a good time. We should come up here more often.
Oh, we should.
It's just a few minutes up the canyon,
Yeah.
and here we are.
Right.
And it isn't terribly expensive or anything.
No.
And we can just come up here and have lunch and ride the train.
Right. There's a special place to have lunch, too, called the Dairy King.
Yes, and it's full of Steve Stribble models.
That's right.
So that's worth the price of admission right there.
Exactly.
Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed our little excursion here on the Heber Valley Railroad. And if you find yourself in the Salt Lake area, it's worth the quick trip up here to take a ride on the train.
Yes.
And for one thing, just come up here and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful Alpine Valley.
Right.
Now, as it happens, I've been filming this train going clear back into the 1980s. And I've got a lot of footage, so I thought on Tuesday I would share some of the footage of this railroad back from about 1990 when I did a program up here for PBS called The Ghost Trains of the Old West.
Oh, neat.
And so we're just going to lift the Heber stuff out of that, and that's going to be Tuesday's show.
Oh, fun.
So hopefully you want to follow along with all of the stuff that we do. And therefore, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, please subscribe. And the easy way to subscribe is by clicking on the upcoming blue button. Zoink! Right there, the blue button. Well, we're not sure how you found this video on the internet. We hope you didn't find it boring, and we will see you here on Tuesday.
Right.
With some steam trains. We'll see ya.
We'll see ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.